lost you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so how has this first homecoming as an Aggie been for you? I heard you were at the step show. I couldn't see you, but they said you was in there lit.
I was in there, man, and it was like, you know, I didn't know what to expect. It was my first step show. You know, you watch Stomp the Yard and stuff growing up, and hear about so much stuff. Just to see the positivity in it all. You know, I've never been somewhere where that many black people and we ain't fighting or arguing and nothing like that. You know, it's like it was all love, man. It was so much positive energy, regardless of if you was a Delta, if you was Alpha, if you was Kappa, if you was a Q. It like no matter what you was claiming and what Greek fraternity you rep, it was all love showed to the other fraternities and sororities, and that was like something I've never really seen before, man. That was something that was really it really played a huge role on me because, you know, again, I've never seen nothing like this. I've never been in situations where there's that much positive energy and love.
Well, there's only one real fraternity you need to work. That's Omega Psi Phi. So when you're ready, we have a talk offline. Because if you're gonna do anything, we need you. You're gonna be one of the brothers.
I need to holler at you, man. I need to holler at you about some stuff, man.
We'll talk for sure. But I was so mad. I was like, yo, Fred. When they said you were there, I was like, Fred, go find him. I'd have brought you on stage with me. But that swag surf was crazy.
It was crazy.
And there's just nothing like being at an HBCU for those type of moments, when those before I let goes, keeps the cold love moments, swag surf. Like, what was the feeling like of camaraderie, knowing you are a part of this family for the rest of your life? You're one of us now forever.
Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. I was at homecoming and walking through the crowds and and she really broke it down to me, like, you know, regardless of what you did in your career, no matter how much money you made, how many rings you got, whatever, from what you do from this day on and forward, you always going to be known as an Aggie. You came from us, like you represent us. And it almost made me tear up, man, because the pride that she had saying it, you know, it's not just, you know, a culture or quote unquote a way of life. It's like, it's a real thing. It's a real connectivity that you have with people all over the globe who went to A&T, who know the struggles and know what we stand for at the HBCU. So it was that right there really set it off for me.
And you know, the other beauty of an HBCU is so you're part of the Aggie family forever, but then there's like just this HBCU love that you're gonna get. You know, you're gonna go to Howard, you're gonna be at FAMU, you know, Clark, Atlanta. Now when you go to Atlanta or DC, any of these places, the love that you're gonna get from anybody that went to an HBCU, man, it's something real special. And not only are you know, going to school, but you're also a student athlete. So tell me about, you know, being on the golf team, the transition, like what made you decide to do it? Talk to me about that.
So I decided, like, after, you know, playing golf with Ray Allen, he got me into going back to school. And then I started talking to you know, CJ Paul, CP's brother. They got so many ties in Carolina and to A&T. So it was just like literally, you know, it went from an idea to like an actual thing in a matter of minutes, you know. And once I got here on campus and coach seen that I was serious and I could play, it was so much anticipation. Like, okay, we got to talk to the NCAA. We got to start getting the ball rolling. We got to do this. We got to do that. And for me, it's been great. You know, it's been amazing. Some of my teammates are 18, 19 years old. And being able to see how they see life and how they view outlook on, you know, certain topics and situations, it's I think it's important. It's imperative for us to really, you know, take heed of what the youth is saying and how they see things, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be running this thing. So for me, to really understand how they think and where to, you know, on top of how to hit the ball the right way, because obviously they're so much better than me. They've been playing forever. Yeah. I'm still in the catch up mode, man. It's been fun. I've played a few tournaments. More than anything, like the guys that are around me, for my teammates, they just been very supportive, you know. And it's a very humbling feeling when you come in as quote unquote the rich guy on campus, but you're the worst dude on the team. So
all the money can't help you out there when it's time to swing.
At all, man. All that, you know, and they talk about experience you get playing professional basketball and stuff like that. I get more nerve-wracking sending in papers at 11:59 and trying to make a 3-foot putt than I ever did making a shooting jump shot.
Oh man, but you being there and just your presence and you like, you know, your level of involvement, it's an inspiration. All of us, when I heard you were doing it, it inspired me. And then to see somebody with your level of accomplishments, you know, starting over to a certain standpoint it's refreshing, it's motivational, and you're going to inspire so many, you know, more people to do this, to give back, to take control of their life. So I can't express, you know, how much this is going to mean to a lot of people. So how has golf been? Where like I know these guys can really play,
Oh
and
no,
you
they
say
can
it's
play.
nerve-wracking. What's the regimen been like for you?
It's funny. This is the type of regimen I got going on right now. I'm actually in here with my trainer, and we in here working now on the game. So it's a nonstop grind, man. The It's one thing you just go out there and play for your own individual score, but when you play in a team game and you're trying to play for everybody else on your team and put yourself in position, it's a totally different situation, man. It's been fun, dog. Like honestly, sitting in the cart with somebody I've never met before, about 18, 19, 20 years old, conversating with them for 3 hours, picking their brains and trying to implement parts of their game into mine is dope because after for so long for me it was, you know, basketball was what I did, and I've done it to the best of my abilities, and you know, probably better than a lot of people who have ever picked up a ball. So I know a lot about the game, and it wasn't really, you know, as a coach, when you get to that level, it's just all schemes and strategy. But you know, to be a student of something that you really love and care for, where you can still learn and still be acceptable to, you know, to mistakes.
Yeah, but you are. I mean, you're a champ, man. What's something that you tell the students, that 19, 20-year-old kid? You know, what are some of the conversations you're having and those leadership moments? Because you know you've done so much in your career. What's like one piece of advice you would give to them?
Never be satisfied more than anything. You know, for me, for so long, I was satisfied with being an NBA player. I was satisfied with that was my job. I felt like that was my calling for a very long time. And through great friendships like Ray and stuff like that, it was able to help me challenge myself and continuously challenging myself to be better and continuously to set goals for myself. Like I've never thought about up until this year, I've never thought about going to college again since I was 17, 18 years old. Now me thinking about, you know, graduating in 3 years, getting my master's in 5 years, getting my doctorate in 8 years. Like make sure I'm on the dean's list and the chancellor's list. Like I got real live goals for myself as an academic standpoint, as well as a golfer, you know, and continuously challenging myself and take myself serious enough to execute those goals and know they're gonna happen no matter or despite what nobody said.
I love it. I love it. So what's crazy? So my 40th birthday is this August, and you know, I graduated. I started at
King Day,
A&T in
bro. Happy King
2000.
Day.
I know, man. I can't believe like time just goes by like that. You know, I started in 2000. It's been 21 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am a recent AT&T future maker. And it's weird when you're 40 and it's like I'm a future maker now, and you are now a rising future maker. But when I got the title, when they told me it was a weird title, but it really meant so much to me because it's like it doesn't matter the things that I've accomplished. I still wake up every morning like there's so much more I want to get done. Things are really just beginning, you know, things are really just starting. And you kind of alluded to that, like you're on a new chapter. So can you talk a little bit about, you know, AT&T, what it means to be a rising future maker to you, and how you see your future now, you know, new start, new beginning, and beautiful, beautiful possibilities.
Yeah, for me, being a rising future maker is just it gives me more inspiration to go out there and do the things I do and be that trailblazer to people in my community, people who look like me, people and understand that, you know, it's not always about the glitz and glamour. It's about, you know, getting your feet in the mud and doing some of the hard work, some of the protests. And I look at Howard and some of the things that's going on over there. It's just like, you know, actually stepping in and not making it seem like I'm too busy or I'm too big for anything and anybody. And it's just consistently waking up every day with that mindset and putting my best foot forward and making sure I achieve those goals with my teammates, with the people I impact, the people I meet at the bookstore, the students I meet at Chick-fil-A in the bookstores, people I meet at the student centers. It's dope, man. It actually gives you a better insight of, you know, it's more to life than just, you know, driving a Bentley and making money.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And AT&T is a new partner of Aggie Athletics. So they're now part of the Aggie fabric as well. You know, there's so many people that are looking at your story that, like I said, are inspired, right? There's the person who is working a 9-to-5 job that has the dreams to start their own business. There's the person that's coming out of high school that has the dreams of going to college. There's the poor person that's, you know, 50, 60 years old, that's living a life they don't want to life, but is scared to start over and go after their actual dreams. Before I let you go, what do you say to that person? Because like you said, you're a person, you know, you've been driving Bentleys. You've been making millions and millions of dollars. You've been on the national stage for as long as I can remember. And you're doing something right now that's so unique in a way that's so unique. What can you say to that person to step out of their shell and go after their dreams?
Honestly, and I speak to it from my perspective, like my dreams for so long was to make it to the NBA and make it to the show and make it and win those championships and be able to say I've been some of the best to ever do it. My main dream and goal is feeding neighborhoods where people look like me who can't afford to get Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that and stuff. And stuff, be able to have my own produce, be able to have my own grocery stores, be able to really show people in my community it's bigger than just playing basketball. You can really have an outlook on people who are giving, you know, their lives, you can say, every day out there for the struggle.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. I'm gonna be back on the yard in like 3 weeks, so I don't have
Yes,
your cell. I'm gonna get it from somebody and text you. I gotta do the whole walkthrough. I gotta play some golf with you and do the whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
So
for sure, man.
I'll see you in a few weeks when I'm in Greensboro again, man. Aggie love, Aggie pride.
Aggie pride,
you know,
bro.
It's good to see you with that hat.
Yes,
Thank you so much to AT&T for curating this conversation. Go to Dreamin' Black, use the hashtag Dreamin' Black and AT&T Rising Future Maker. So you could possibly be a rising future maker like J.R. Smith, and you could win $5,000. So make sure you upload your 30 to 60 second video and get that done. And with that said, man, we got it all?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Fangage.
Yep. All right. Go to thefangage.com right now. That's att.thefangage.com right now. I'm going to sign some autographs and do a real big. JR, I appreciate you. I'm going to see you in a few weeks.
Appreciate you, King, man. You already know.